Today I will recite a poem, Ding Dong Bell. Ding Dong Bell, pussy in the well. Who put her in? Little Johnny Ted. Who pulled her out? Little Tommy Stout. Thank you. Good morning everyone. My name is Lisi Kumar. I study in Nursery A. 1, 2, buckle by shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up the stick. 7, 8, leg them straight. 9, 10, a big fat hen. Thank you. Chubby cheeks, dimple chin, rosy lips, stays within. Curly hair, very fair, eyes are blue, lovely too. Teacher's pet, is that you? Yes, yes, yes. Good morning everyone. My name is Uttakur. I read in class Nursery B. Cobbler, cobbler made my shoe. Get it done by half past 2. Stitch it up and stitch it down, and then I will you half a crown. Good morning everyone. My name is Elocution. I lead in class Nursery C. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses, all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty together again. Good morning everyone. My name is Rajkot. I am little teapot. I am little teapot, short and shout. This is my handle, this is my spout. When there's bottle boiling, hear me shout. But this me up and pour me out. Good morning everyone. My name is Amna Keshar. I study in Prep A. I study in Prep A. I incite the poem. My red balloon, my red balloon, my red balloon, flies high, flies high, flies high. I jump up high to catch the sky, but could not reach it, don't know why. My red balloon, flies high, flies high, flies high. I jump up high to catch the sky, but could not reach it, don't know why.
Give a big round of applause for her.
Good morning everyone. My name is Yashasvi Sina. Once there was an elephant who tried to ask the elephant. No, I mean an elephant who tried to ask the telephone. Dear me, I am not getting quite that even now I live got it right. However it was, he got his trunk entangled in the telephone. The more he tried to get it free, the rather budget the telephone. I fear I did the better the song of Heli Hope and Telly Hope. Good morning all of you. My name is Trisha Gupta. I this poem, Happy Child. My house is red, a little house, oh happy child am I. I laugh and play the whole day long. I hardly ever cry. I have a tree, a green, green tree to shade me from, and under it, oof shit when all my play is done. Thank you. Good morning, all of you. My name is Aditya Prajapati. I read in class Prep B. Today I am going to recite this poem, A Happy Child. My house is red, a little house, a happy child am I. I laugh and play the whole day long. I hardly ever cry. I have a tree, green, green tree, to save me from the sun, and under it I often sit when all my play is done. Thank you, everyone.
Caterpillar.
Good morning, all of you. My name is Ayan Shirka. I am reciting the poem Caterpillar. Brown and furry, caterpillar in a hurry. Take your walk to the shady leaf or stalk, or what not, which may be the chosen spot. Good morning, everyone. My name is Akhil Singh. I reading class Prep C. I got recite the poem Caterpillar. Brown and furry, caterpillar in a hurry. Take your walk to the shady leaf or stalk or what not, which may be the chosen spot, not to despise you, hovering but the free pass by you, spin and die to leave again the butterfly. Thank you. Good morning, respected teachers and my dear friends. My name is Ananya Kumari. I am studying in class 1A. Today I am going to recite a poem. A poem name is At the Zoo, written by William Makepeace Thackeray. First, I saw the white bear. Then I saw the black. Then I saw the camel with a hump upon its back. Then I saw the grey wolf with mutton in his mouth. Then I saw the wombat waddle in the stove. Then I saw the elephant waving off his tongue. Then I saw the monkeys. Mercy, how unpleasantly they smelled. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Athar Soni from class 1A. I am going to recite the poem My Little House. I have a little house with window and the door, 2 chimneys on the top and the plot of grass before. I have a little house with curtain and the blind, 2 chimneys on the top and the plot of grass behind. I have a little house where I go in and out, 2 chimneys on the top and the garden all about. Thank you. Good morning, respected CEO man, teachers and all my dear friends. My name is Manashwi Jha of class 1B. Today I am present one poem, The Little Rain. When I was making myself a game, up in the garden the little rain came. I could hear the big drops hit the ground and see little puddles of dust fly round. A chicken came till the rain was gone, but he had just very few feathers on. He shivered a little under his skin, and then he shut his eyeballs in. One big flat drop comes sliding down, and the ladybug that was red and brown was upon a little stem waiting there, and I got some rain in my hair. Thank you. Have a nice day. Good morning, respected CEO madam. Principal Ma'am, teachers and all my dear friends. I am Misa Ibrahim of 1B. Today I am going to recite a poem. The poem name is Telephony. Once there was an elephant who tried to use the telephone. No, I mean an elephone who tried to use the telephone. Dear me, I am not certain quite that even now I have got it right. However, it was got his trunk entangled in the telephone. The more he tried to get it free, the louder buzzed the telephone. I fear I would better drop the song of Eliphoff and telephone. Thank you. Good morning, dear CEO ma'am, judges, teachers and all my friends. My name is Sanvi Singh. I am from class 1C. Today I am elocuting a poem, The Postman, written by Alice Todd. Bring me a letter, postman, bring me a letter. Tomorrow at the garden gate, I will wait for you. Bring one from a fairy who says she will come to tea. Then I will put on my party frock. How lovely that will be. And please, oh Mr. Postman, if fairy you know none, write me a letter for yourself and bring it just for fun. Thank you. Our neighbor judges, see you madam, principal ma'am and teachers and all my dear friends. A very good morning to you all. My name is Arnav Sam. I am studying in standard 1C. Today I am going to elocuting a poem by Alan Matias. The title of my poem is Tall Trees. With their feet in the earth and their heads in the sky, the tall trees watch the clouds go by. When the dusk settles quickly, the birds do rest. The tall trees shelter them safe in a nest. And then in a nest, the tall trees peeping, the moon shines down on a world that's sleeping. Thank you. Good morning, respected to our CAO madam and all the teachers and my dear friends. Good morning all of you. Good morning all of you. My name is Samriddhi Singh. I read in class 2A. I am going to recite a rhyme. The name of the rhyme is The Balloon Man by Rose Fireman. He always comes on market days and holds balloons a lovely bunch, and in the market square he stays and never seems to think of lunch. They're red and purple, blue and green, and when it is a sunny day, the carts and people get routine. You see them shining far away. Some are big and some are small, all tied together with a string. And when it is a vendetta, we tug and tug like anything. Someday perhaps he let them go and we shall see them sailing and stand and watch them from where they will look pretty in the sky. Thank you.
Respected to my principal ma'am, CEO madam, judges and all my lovely friends. I am Athar Singh from class 12. Today I am going to presenting a poem, Every Time I Climb a Tree by David McCall. Every time I climb a tree, every time I climb a tree, every time I climb a tree, I scrape a leg or skin a knee. And every time I climb a tree, I find some ants or dodge a bee and get the ants all over me. And every time I climb a tree, where have you been? They say to me, but don't they know that I am free? Every time I climb a tree, I like it best to spot a nest that has an egg or maybe three. Then I skin the other leg. But every time I climb a tree, I see a lot of things to see. Swallows, rooftops and TV and all the holes and farms there be. Every time I climb a tree, thought climbing may be good for ants. It isn't awfully good for pants, but still it's pretty good for me. Every time I climb a tree. Thank you.
Good morning, respected Principal Ma'am, CEO Madam, judges, teachers, and all my dear friends. I am Akansha Rani of class 2B. Today I am going to recite a poem, Little Rain, written by Elizabeth Maddox Roberts. When I was making myself a game, up in the garden a little rain came. It fell down quick in a short of rush, and I crawled back under the snowball bush. I could hear the big drops hit the ground and see little puddles of dust fly round. Chicken came till the rain was gone. He had just a very few feathers on. He shivered a little under his skin, and then he shut his eyeball in. Even after the rain had begun to hush, it kept on raining up in the bush. One big fat drop came sliding down, and a ladybug that was red and brown was up on a little stem, waiting there, and I got some rain in my hair. Thank you.
Good morning, respected CEO Madam, judges, teachers, and all my dear friends. I am Vedant Raj of class 2B. Today I am going to recite a poem Cradle Song written by Alfred Tennyson. What does little birdie say in her nest at peep of day? Let me fly, says little birdie. Mother, let me fly away. Birdie rests a little longer till the little limbs are longer. So he rests a little longer, then she flies away. What does little baby say in her bed at peep of day? Baby says like little birdie, let me rise and fly away. Baby sleeps a little longer till the little limbs are stronger. So he rests a little longer, baby too shall fly away. Thank you.
Good morning, respected CEO Madam, judges, teachers, and my dear friends. My name is Arohi Kumari from class 2C. Today I am going to recite the poem Little Brown Seed, written by Rodney Bennett. Little brown seed, round and sound, here I put you in the ground. You can sleep a week or two, then I will tell you what to do. You must grow some downward roots, then some tiny upward shoots. From those green shoots, folded sleeves, soon must come some healthy leaves. When the leaves have time to grow, next a bunch of buds must show. Last of all, the buds must spread into blossom white or red. Their seed I have done my best. Please to grow and do the rest. Thank you. Good morning, respected Principal Ma'am, CEO Ma'am, judges, and all my dear friends. Today I am going to recite a poem, Little Raindrops, written by Anne Hawkshaw. Oh, where do you come from, you little drops of rain? Pitter patter, all the rain day. They won't let me walk, they won't let me play, they won't let me go out of door all day. Tell me, little raindrops, is that the way you play? Pitter patter, all the rain day. The little raindrops cannot speak, but pitter patter pat means we can play on this side. Why can't you play on that? Thank you. Good morning, respected CAO ma'am, teachers, and all my dear friends. I, Pragya Srivastava of Standard 4B, is going to recite a poem. The poem name is Crocodile's Tooth Ache by Seth Silverstein. Oh, the crocodile went to the dentist and sat down in the chair. And the dentist said, "Now tell me, sir, why does it hurt and where?" And the crocodile said, "I will tell you the truth. I have a terrible ache in my tooth." And he opened his jaws so wide that the dentist, he climbed right inside. And the dentist laughed. "Oh, is not this fun?" as he pulled out teeth one by one. And the crocodile cried, "You are hurting me so. Please put down your pliers and let me go." But the dentist just laughed with a ho ho ho. And he said, "I still have 12 to go." Oops, that's the wrong one, I confess. But what's one crocodile's tooth, more or less? Then suddenly the jaws went snap, and the dentist was gone right off the map. And where he went, one could only guess. To north or south or east or west. He left no forwarding address. But what's one dentist, more or less? Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Angel Kumari. I am reciting a poem, The Ants, written by Jane Taylor. A little black ant found a large grain of wheat, too heavy to lift or to roll. So he begged of a neighbor he happened to meet to help it down into his hole. "I have got my own work to look after," said he. "You must shift for yourself, if you please." So he crawled off a shellfish and cross as could be, and lay down to sleep at his ease. Just then a black brother was passing the road, and seeing his brother in want, came up and assisted him in with his load, for he was a good-natured ant, and the good-natured ant choose those who ought. If little insects are kind to each other, then children most certainly ought. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Pranjal Singh. I am a student of class 3A. Today I am going to recite a poem written by H.E. Wilson, Topsy-Turvy Land. The people walk upon their heads. The sea is made of sand. The children go to school by night in topsy-turvy land. The front door step is at the back. You are walking when you stand. You wear your hat upon your feet in topsy-turvy land. And buses on the sea you'll meet while pleasure boats are planned to travel up and down the streets of topsy-turvy land. You pay for what you never get. I think it must be grand, for when you go you are coming back in topsy-turvy land. Thank you.
Good morning all. I, Agrima Sharma of class 3B, is going to recite a beautiful poem that is written by Merla Wagner. Bless the farmers for our food. By the hands we are fed. Bless the farmers for the wheat that makes our daily bread. Bless the farmers for our milk that makes our children strong. Bless the farmers for their strength and for working all day long. Bless the farmers for being there to help us all survive. Without their work and dedication, we wouldn't be alive. Without their work and dedication, we wouldn't be alive. Thank you.
Good morning all. I am Arna Malik from Standard 3B. Today I am going to recite a beautiful poem written by Robert Louis Stevenson. The title of the poem is The Cow. The friendly cow, all red and white, I love with all my heart.
She gives me cream with all her might to eat with apple tart. She wanders slowing here and there, and yet she cannot stray. All in the pleasant open air and the pleasant light of day, and blown by all the winds that pass, and wet with all the showers. She walks among the meadow grass and eats the meadow's flowers. Thank you.
Good morning, respected CEO Madam, teachers and my dear friends. Myself Akshaya Singh. Today I am going to recite a poem whose title is A Bird Came Down the Walk, written by Emily Dickinson. A bird came down the walk, he did not know I saw. He bit an angel worm in hulls and ate the fellow raw. And then he drank a dew from a convenient grass, and then hopped sidewise to the walk to let the beetle pass. He glanced with rapid eyes that hurried all abroad. They looked like frightened beads, I thought. He steered his velvet head like one in danger cautious. I offered him a crumb, and then he unrolled his feathers and rode him softer home. Then oars divide the ocean to silver for a seam, or butterflies of banks of noon leap listless as they swim. Thank you.
Good morning, respected Principal Ma'am, CEO Ma'am, teachers, and all my dear friends. My name is Anmol Roshan from Standard 3C. I am going to recite a poem, The Land of Counterpane, and it is written by Robert Louis Stevenson. When I was sick and lay abed, I had 2 pillows at my head, and all my toys beside me lay to keep me happy all the day. And sometimes for an hour or so, I watch my leaden soldiers go, with different uniforms and drills among the bedclothes through the hills, and sometimes sent my ships in fleet up and down among the sheet, and brought my trees and houses out, planted cities all about. I was a giant, great and still, sits upon a pillow hill, and seen before him, Dale, plain, the pleasant land of Counterpane. Thank you.
Good morning, respected CAO Madam, teachers, and my dear friends. My name is Anika Singh. I am from Standard 4A. Today I am going to recite a poem. The name of the poem is The Land of Storybooks by Robert Louis Stevenson. At evening, when the lamp is lit, around the fire my parents sit. They sit at home and talk and sing and do not play at anything. Now with my little gun I crawl all in the dark along the wall and follow round the forest track away behind the sofa back. There's in the night where none can spy, all in my hunter's camp I lie and play at the books that I have read till it is time to go to bed. These are the hills, these are the woods, these are my starry solitudes, and they are the river by whose brink the roaring lions come to drink. And I like to an Indian scout around their party prowled about. So when my nurse comes in for me, home I return across the sea and go to bed with backward looks at my dear land of storybooks. Thank you.
Good morning to my respected CAO Madam, judges, teachers, and all my dear friends. I am Samaksh Kumar Singh from Standard 4A. Today I am going to recite a poem, The Brave Little Kite, that is written by Catherine Pyle. And my poem goes like this. I never can do it, the little kite said, as you look at the others, high over his head. I know I should fall if I try to fly. Try, said the big kite, only try, or I fear you will never learn at all. But the little kite said, I am afraid that I will fall. The big guide nodded. Ah, well, goodbye. I am off, and he rose towards the tranquil sky. Then the little kite's paper chair at the side, and trembling he shook himself free from flight, first whirling and frightened, then braver grown. Up, up he rose through the air alone, till the big kite looking down could see the little ones rising steadily. Then how the little kite thrilled with pride as he sailed with the big kite side by side. Oh, how happy I am, the little kite cried, and all because I was brave and tried, and all because I was brave and tried. Thank you. Good morning, respected CEO ma'am, teachers, and my dear friends. Today, I, MD Zadabib of class 4B, is going to recite a poem. The poem is How Many Greens Are There in the Park by Chitra Padmanabhan. How many greens are there in the park? Can we count them one by one? There's the light of green, the tender little grass. I will like this green for the walls of my house. There's a darker green of the older plants that have flowered for many years. I would like them to be my friends for the numerous stories they can tell. And there's the darkest green of them all, in trees, majestic and strong. They hold up the sky and protect the earth. You see, they are the oldest of them all. They hold the wind in their boughs, offer home to all kind of birds, call the rain for welcome showers. I would like them to be as my guardians. Thank you.
Good morning to one and all present here. Today, Ayushasvi Yadav of class 4C is going to present before you a poem written by Robert Louis Stevenson. The name of the poem is The Wind. I saw you toss the kites on high and blow the birds about the sky, and all around I heard you pass like lady skirts across the grass. Oh wind, a-blowing all day long, oh wind that sings so loud a song. I saw the different things you did, but always you yourself you hid. I felt you push, I heard you call, I could not see yourself at all. Oh wind, a-blowing all day long, oh wind that sings so loud a song. Oh you that are so strong and cold, oh blower, are you young or old? Are you a beast of wilderness or just a stronger child than me? Oh wind, a-blowing all day long, oh wind that sings so loud a song. Thank you.
Good morning, respected CEO ma'am, judges, teachers, and all my dear friends. Myself Srihan Chatterjee from Standard 4C. Today, I am going to recite the poem From a Railway Carriage that is written by Robert Louis Stevenson. Faster than fairies, faster than witches, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches, and charging along like troops in a battle. All through the meadows, the horses and cattle, all up the sides of the hills and the plains, fly as thick as driving rain, and ever again in the wink of an eye, painted stations whistle by. Here is a child who clambers and crambles, all by himself and gathering brambles. And here is a tramp who stands and gazes, and here is the green for stringing the daisies. Here is a cart run away in the road, lumping along with man and load. And here is a mill, and there is a river, each a glimpse and gone forever. Thank you.
Good morning, respected CEO ma'am, judges, teachers, and all my dear friends. My name is Shanvi Kumari from class 5A. Today I am going to recite a beautiful poem by William Black, The Tiger. Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night, what immortal hand or eyes would frame the fearful symmetry? On what distance deep soft skies burn the fire of thine eyes? On what wing steers his aspire? What the hand here? She is the fire. And what shoulder and what art would twist the sinews of thy heart? When the heart began to beat, what dead hand and what dead feet? What the hammer, what the chain? What the furnace of the brain? What the anvil, what dead grabs? There it deadly terror scraps. When the stars threw down their spears, and water did heaven with their tears. Did his mices work to see? Did he admit the lamb make tea? Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night, what immortal hand or eyes would frame the fearful symmetry? Thank you.
Good morning to respected CEO ma'am, judges, teachers and all my dear friends. My name is Aising Gautam and I am from class 5A. Today I am going to recite a poem by Ruskin Bond and the name of my poem is Kites. Are you listening to me, boy? I am only a kite maker. My poems are like flimsy things, torn by wind, caught in mango tree, gay sports for boys and dreamers. My silent song, but once I fashioned a kite like a violin. She sang the most wonderfully, like the wind in tall deodar. Are you listening? Remember the dragon kite I made on summer. No, you are too young, a great kite with a small mirror to catch the sun. And eye and a tongue, gold trapping trailing silver tail, a kite for gods to ride. And it rose more sweetly. Wind came up from nowhere. A wind is waiting for us. My twin snapped and wind took the kite, took it over the flat roofs, the waving trees and rivers and the blue hills forever. Nobody knew where it fell. Boy, are you listening? All my kites are torn, but for you, I make a bright new poem to fly. Thank you.
Good morning, respected CEO Madam, judges, teachers, and all my dear friends. Myself, Disha Kandulna from class 5B, going to recite a poem named Flowers Compared with Leaves, written by Robert Frost. A tree's leaf may be ever so good, so may its bark and so may its wood. But unless you put the right thing to its root, it never will show much flower or fruit. But I may be one who does not care ever to have free bloom or bare. Leaves for smooth and bark for rough. Leaves and bark may be true enough. Some giant trees have blooms so small, they might as well have none at all. Late in life I have come on fur, now lichens are due to have their turn. I bade men tell me which in brief, which is fairer, flower or leaf? Leaf for smooth and bark for rough. They did not have the wit to say, leaves by night and flowers by day. Leaves and bar and leaves and bark, to lean against and hear in the dark. Petals I may have one persuade, leaves are all my darker mood. Thank you.
Good morning, respected CEO ma'am, judges, and all my dear friends. Today, my name is Ronak Maiti from class 5B. I am going to recite a poem named My Shadow, written by Robert Louis Stevenson. I have a little shadow that goes in and out of me, and what can be the use of him is more than I can see. He is very, very like me, from heels up to the head, and I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. The funniest thing about him is the way he likes to grow, not like proper children, which is always very slow. For sometimes he shoots up taller like an India rubber ball, and sometimes gets so little that there's none of him at all. He hasn't got a notion of how children ought to play and can make fool of me in every sort of way. He stays so close beside me. He is a coward, you can see. I did think shame to stick Nursery as that shadow sticks to me. One morning, very, very early, before the sun was up, I rose and found shining dew on every buttercup. But my lazy little shadow, like an errant sleepy hen, stayed at home, and was fast asleep in bed. Thank you.
Good morning, respected CEO ma'am, judges, teachers, and all my dear friends. Myself, Gargi Singh from class 5C. I'm going to recite a poem named Stopping by Woods on Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it's a queer to stop at a farmhouse near, between the woods and the frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness a bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds that sweeps of easy wind and downly flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I've promised to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Thank you.
Good morning, respected CEO, madam, teachers, judges, and all my dear friends. I am Pallavi Singh from Standard 5C. Today, I am going to recite a poem named The Road Not Taken, written by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both, and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked on one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth, then to the other as just as fair, and perhaps having the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for the passing there, had worn them really about the same, and both that morning equally lace in leaves, no step had turned black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I chose the one less traveled by, and that has made the differences. Thank you.